ever just scroll through those travel vlogs, you know the ones. And it's all like picture perfect. Drones, sunsets, fancy resorts.
Right.
And it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. No, but it's not exactly real life, is it? I mean, travel's messy. It's unexpected. That's kind of what makes it fun, right?
Definitely. I think there's something to be said for those authentic travel experiences, the ones that don't always make it to the gram.
Exactly. And that's why I was so jazzed to stumble upon, well, this show, Baba Chi-Chi's Big Adventure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a spin-off, actually, from this YouTube travel series, GoingGoing.BackBack.
We are GoingGoing.BackBack.
Follows a family traveling full-time.
Yeah.
So you already know, like, the foundation of the show is going to be these real, unscripted moments.
Yeah.
No pretense, just genuine experiences, which is great.
Sounds refreshing, yeah. So what kind of adventures does Baba Chi-Chi get into?
So episode 3, Flood, really caught my attention. Baba Chi, he gets this call from his friend Nick in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And Nick's dealing with, well, his home was hit by these crazy floods. Some of the worst Chiang Mai's seen in decades, actually.
Wow. Yeah, the 2024 Chiang Mai floods, those were devastating. I remember reading about them. Widespread damage, displaced communities really highlighted the region's vulnerability to climate change.
It's wild, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're going about your life, and then, bam, nature throws you a curveball.
Absolutely. And it throws into perspective just how quickly things can change.
Totally. And that's what's so compelling about this episode. It doesn't shy away from the reality of the situation. Baba Chi goes over there, and you see him with Nick, wading through the aftermath. Furniture floating around, water lines staining the walls. It's a lot to take in.
It sounds like the episode really captures the raw, emotional impact of a natural disaster.
It does. But then it also injects these moments of, well, almost humor. Like you see Nick, he's clearly overwhelmed, right? He needs an extra hand or 10. And in the middle of it all, they cut to Baba Chi-Chi, and he's dozed off.
Wait, what? He fell asleep.
Out cold.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting choice.
It is. It's like, what do you even say to that?
Right. It's jarring. Like, is it supposed to be funny? A little dark humor, maybe? Or is it more about how differently people process stress?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, it's like, how can you sleep through this? But then maybe it's Baba Chi-Chi's way of coping. Like maybe it's a cultural thing.
Exactly. And I think the fact that the show doesn't explicitly explain it makes it even more fascinating. It leaves you wondering, reflecting on your own assumptions about different cultures and how they deal with adversity.
Exactly. It's like it sparks this whole conversation about cultural sensitivity and different ways of responding to crisis.
Yeah.
All through this one scene.
Yeah. So while the flood is this major event, it's also acting as a lens through which to view these subtle cultural nuances.
Right. And it really highlights what Baba Chi-Chi's Big Adventure does so well, which is to use these real life, often kind of wild situations as a springboard for something deeper.
It's like that saying, travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer. And in this case, it's not just about the destination, but the experiences and the people you encounter along the way, even the unexpected ones.
Definitely. It's a refreshing change from those polished travel shows.
Yeah, makes you want to book a ticket, not to escape reality, but to dive headfirst into it.
100%.
So, to anyone listening, if you're feeling a little burnt out on those picture-perfect travel shows, Baba Chi-Chi's Big Adventure might just be the breath of fresh air you need. It's funny, it's thought-provoking, and it'll definitely give you a new perspective on the world and its people.
I'm telling you, it's a must-watch.